Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today, crude oil is finally peaking. It peaked at 120. Now, I'm not saying it won't continue going up, it probably will. It might be a good time to start looking at, oil stocks and maybe looking to buying them. DVN already has pre-market some bit down, 1%. We'll see. Now, the 10-year yield slightly down, pretty much flat, and the dollar is kind of down. Is down, which is good. It's usually good. When this happens, usually good. Now let's look at the stock markets, stock futures. They're positive. Yeah, makes sense. Usually, when when the Dixie, the dollar is down, the 10-year yield is kind of flat or going up or going down. I mean, it usually means. I mean, when this goes up, when this goes up and this goes down, it's usually like 100% chance that stock market is up. Now, this is down, and this is kind of flat, not super down, kind of flat. So the stock market is reacting positively. Not too much, but just a bit positive. Now, let's see. What do the charts tell me? What is today's trade? To lose money. What is today's trade? Our wins 59. It's a stock I own. Twitter. Let's see Twitter. Let's see if I should not have sold. No, it's around the same level. Let's see the pre-markets. It's slightly flat. See the Snapchat's pre-markets is kind of down, 1.36%. It's pretty down. Now I have a buy order already set for this low one. Gonna see if today hits. Let's see. The Nasdaq. No, the S&P. Not the S&P. Yeah, we retraced, we went up, and then we retraced a bit, and we probably should be going up right now. Should be going up. If not, we might have more down to go. Let's see. If we start going down, then this will just be a peak, and we might make another bottom. I don't know, but hopefully this today starts bouncing back up again. We already have a good correction here, and we should be heading up now. Hopefully. If not, we might just continue correcting a bit also, and then head up. My strategy is to, every time it goes down, like here, buy stonks. I bought a bunch of stonks here, people usually, like when it's really going down, people usually buy stocks that sell stocks that they shouldn't sell. It doesn't make any sense. Like they just throw everything out, and when they throw everything out, you pick up the good things. The good things, like oil stocks, you know. Why people sell oil stocks and defense stocks. Like, I do not believe people that say that the trade already happens. The people that say that are not looking at the global the global situation. There's so much hostilities going on. It's crazy, you know. There's so much hostilities, like between between Russia. Like America is essentially at war with Russia. Indirect war. It's an indirect war, and eventually Russia might, you know, do some shit to retaliate. I don't know. And there's also like the conflict between Taiwan and China. There's conflicts all over. Like at any time something could pop. Like I don't think like America thinks that just giving me billions and billions to Ukraine that Russia doesn't mind. It's like, oh, okay, like yeah, America is not fighting against us. No, they're just giving our enemy like billions of dollars. That's fine. You think that's gonna be how it happens? No. Like there's so much, and eventually something will happen. Something will happen that makes the stock head higher. Eventually, that's what I believe. And yeah, now snapshots. Probably still extremely oversold, where people say it's not a good investment, even though like it's been at $80 and it's now at $13, like pre-COVID levels right now, and it's at this critical level, which has acted as both a resistance and a support. It's at this critical level, and why wouldn't I buy at like an over 80% drop, and it's at like one of the last critical levels, which has acted as support and resistance before. Why wouldn't I buy now? Like it can go ahead here, like 10. You can have even here. Like there's nothing. It never went under 5. You can have 10 and 5, sure, but it's already pretty oversold. Like the being greedy. You shouldn't be greedy, but what exactly is being greedy? You know, it's not exactly a very objective thing. I can say that by not buying, I'm being greedy, because I want an even bigger discount. You know, I want to make even more money. And I can say also that buying is being greedy, because I'm not waiting. I'm buying right now because I want to be in it right now. You know, what is greedy exactly? You know, it's hard to say when exactly you're being greedy. What you should be doing is not act on emotion and just think what's logical. You know, and that's what I'm doing. It's at a steep discount. It's a recognizable brand. People overreacted just a few weeks ago at something the CEO said, and I think the lower earnings are priced in due to it. Priced in, you know, when the earnings get out. I think it's priced in. And I see all this, and I say, okay, then I want a small position in this. continue dropping. But at least I want a small position in this, make sure that if it starts heading up, I can make a profit. So, and if it goes down, I can buy. It's not like the oil or defense stocks where I have a much bigger share I have much more money in them, because they're more they're better deals, more less risk. They're less risk, like oil, energy. It's going up. It's obviously going up, and I've bought way down, and I've been selling for a profit, and here I sold for a profit. Unfortunately, it was not here. It was like where it's at right now, around where it's at, because of this meme line. And I guess you can draw this meme line a little higher, I guess you can, but whatever, it doesn't need to be perfect. It's around this level. No, and the RSI is oversold, overbought, so I sold a bit. Now, I don't know, it can still continue to go up, since even though oil took a hit today, I still think it can continue up, especially with the dividends in 1.5 weeks. Have a dividend. And if it heads to these levels, I'll sell again for a profit. Heads higher, I'll sell again more. And then if it goes under a certain level, I have a stop loss, and I'll sell everything. You never know. Imagine if like I don't know, something like a new deal, like one of those oil Arab countries like Saudi Arabia or the Emirates makes a new deal or something. A new deal happens where cheap oil gets delivered to the West, or something like that. You never know. Putin dies. I don't know. Something like that can happen, and this comes crashing down. So it's good to take profits, and then if it starts heading down too much, where one of your profits starts just disappear, you should sell. Because this is not a long-term thing for me. I have a long-term position. It's not this stock. It's PDBC. It's like long-term. I don't think I'll ever sell this. It aggregates out of commodities. It aggregates oil, sure, and it can drop. But it aggregates also food and metals, everything. All those commodities. And you pretty much can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with an ETF that aggregates all those commodities. You really can't go wrong. Because that's really what has value, We buy that stuff with the dollar and the euro. But that's really what has value, The value is there. So when I buy those things, it's like I'm selling a much worse asset, which is the dollar and the euro, for the real thing, the thing that really matters. And with inflation and everything, obviously makes ton of sense. So yeah, I'll be looking at buying a bit more snapshots, and about crypto also. It's under 30k again. Interesting. So probably a lot of people got extremely liquidated. Probably a lot of longs started appearing after 30, and they all got liquidated. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Honestly, these drops don't really phase me. Like positions, I'm not actively trading it. You know, just holding. Doesn't really matter to me what happens here. I'll just keep buying. You know, if we head into capitulation, I'll buy. Happy. Into like low 20s, I'll buy. So yeah, the market here is kind of boring, and yeah, see what happens.